Hey everyone, welcome to our new episode of Projectize. My name is Carla R. Jenkins. I am the hostess of the Project Management Show, and this Project Management Show, this episode, I am going to do how I earned my Certified Scrum Master in 5 days. And I'm doing this special episode because I want to give people a peek behind the rainbow and help them. As I mentioned before, obtaining certification is time, money, and effort. And anything that I can do to make sure that I shave off the time, any money, or any frustration, that's great by me because that's one of the reasons why I started this show. So, Scrum is a subset of Agile project management. Most people know about Waterfall, which is traditional project management. It's also called predictive modeling. And the certification that's assigned with Waterfall is Project Management Professional, which I also have. But Scrum is a framework. It originated out of the information technology sector and is now in the non-tech, which we call journalism, like newspapers, education, healthcare, anything that's non-IT. So Scrum is used everywhere. And I wanted to talk about the certified Scrum Master because getting that license, passing that certification qualified me for 3 times as many jobs as I did with project management. And in my most recent assignment, I actually did a sprint. So it's still applicable and it has a lot of portability. Also, as I mentioned before, it's underneath Agile project management, and that's gaining a lot of prominence because you can do Agile outside of traditional IT, and people are doing more of it. So here are the resources that I use to pass my certified Scrum in 5 days. So for me, I already had my project management professional certification. I already knew how to do a certification exam. I was already project management certified. But this was different because it was a different organization. When you're doing certified Scrum, it's through Scrum Alliance. So the first thing I did was Scrum for Dummies. And the Scrum for Dummies is part of Wiley and Company. It's the yellow book, so they have Scrum for Dummies. That was extremely helpful because it gave me the background that I needed in its condensed, and it also gave me where else they were using Scrum. In the other sections of the book, they talk about education and journalism. Number 2, the Scrum Guide. And the Scrum Guides are from the 2 co-founders of Scrum, Jeff Sutherland. More on him later. But I believe every 2 years they update the Scrum Guide. So I believe the most recent one is the Scrum Guide 2018. You can just go and Google it, and the Scrum Guide, spelled SCRUM Guide, and 2018, and that's I believe the most recent one. It's relatively like 18 to 20 pages max, but it gives you the basis of what Scrum is, what Scrum isn't. As I mentioned before, Scrum is a framework. It is not a methodology. Those are 2 different things. And because a methodology is something like lockstep you have to do, and Scrum isn't like that at all. Also, the Scrum Guide it's a foundation, and it gives you a lot of the important things that you need to do in order to be a Scrum Master. And also the different parts of the Scrum team. So that's very important. It's about 18 to 20 pages max, and it's very helpful. It helped me. Number 3, the Jeff Sutherland book, Scrum, The Art of Doing Twice as Much in Half the Time, I believe. I read that book, I read the ebook, and then when I was living in DC, they had same day delivery on Sunday, so I got the paperback book, the hardcover, but I read the ebook the entire day because I just really, really wanted to change the trajectory of my job search. So I was in contracting. I was really looking for opportunities, and granted, I had a project management professional certification, but I saw a lot of the jobs that said you needed certified Scrum. And what the certified Scrum did was make sure that it quantified my actual project management. That's what certification does. It quantifies what you learn. You don't have to go back and forth telling someone, okay, I did an actual project here and there. It's just, okay, it's quantified, it's in one place, and it's portable, so you can take your certification anywhere. The final thing that I did, because at the time in 2016, you had to physically sit for a in-person workshop. I went to CC Pace, which is out in Fairfax County. I went through the Monument Park, and that's in Fairfax County in Virginia. I did that for 3 days. And then I went home and I passed the exam, but I was able to get the CC Pace, spelled CCPACE, training off of Eventbrite. And I believe I actually used my credit card for it, but it was a very good investment because it got me a lot of job opportunities. Even 3 years later, right now, I qualify for Scrum opportunities because of that. So I'm going to give a recap. Please share this out. For Projectize, how I passed my certified Scrum Master license in 5 days. And what I used was Scrum for Dummies from Wiley and Company, those yellow books. Number 2, the Scrum Guide. I believe the most recent one is 2018. It's written by the co-founders of Scrum. The third one is Jeff Sutherland's book is Scrum. It's a red book. And the final one was my in-person Scrum Master course from CC Pace. And I took it when I was out in DC at Monument Park, Fairfax, Virginia. And I did it in 5 days. I'm very happy about that because it just mentioned that I can turn my life around and change it in 5 days. And a side note, my ability to do that helped me earlier this past weekend serve as a mentor to a lady who was looking for resources to pass her certified Scrum Master license. I'm very happy to let everyone know that this Monday, she actually passed her certified Scrum Master license. I'm extremely grateful to be a part of that. But this is also the reason why I've done this special episode of Projectize, of how I obtained my certified Scrum Master license in 5 days. So you can follow me at CarlaRJenkins.com. I have all my social media. My universal social media handle is CarlaRJenkins. You would like project management help, info at CarlaRJenkins.com. You can also click on the work tab, go to my Acuity scheduling. I have project management strategy sessions there. So I would like to thank all live or replay viewers for taking out the time to watch me on Projectize. I'll see you in the next live stream video. Goodbye.